This is to inform you that Mr. Duke Ninan have been selected for the expedition as a climbing member of the team after having duly assessed. Seeing your potential and your dedication towards climbing, it is a pleasure to have you on board the company for the above expedition.
For the past 6 months, Duke Ninan has been following a very strenuous fitness regimen. Carrying a load of 15 kilograms, he sets off from his home in the wee hours of the morning. He walks with hiking poles so as to maintain the speed, the body rhythm, and the timing that will help him in his attempt to climb Mount Everest. Duke Ninan, who grew up in Ludhiana, started his career as a teacher, quickly going on to become the principal in the same school. Having acquired a teacher's degree and a degree in automobile engineering, Duke Ninan was a man of varied interests. He had ambitions of doing something special. However, the rat race of life took over and he found himself leaving for Dubai after spending 10 years as a vice principal of a school in Tiruvalla, Kerala. He returned after 14 years.
The reason why I came down from Dubai is during the recession. I thought I would just lay off for some time, and I just came down to Cochin and I saw a bike, and I had an urge to buy that and travel down to rediscover my childhood. And I started off my journey from here, reached Ludhiana, met my former teachers, principals, my friends, and in fact, after having met them, I was motivated when they reminded me of my childhood.
Duke was a brilliant athlete and camper, winning the Best Athlete and Best Camper awards in college. He had a passion for adventure, setting out on long trips on his bicycle with like-minded friends. This was a passion that he would rediscover in his late 50s.
In 2012, I bought a Royal Enfield 500cc Desert Storm, and I just wanted to embark on a journey, an epic journey, to pay a tribute to my father, to Malaysia. He was employed there in the police department. So from Cochin I started and reached Calcutta, and from Calcutta I just got into Bangladesh, and while I was proceeding, I was almost about to get into Burma. I was advised by the immigration officers not to travel into Burma just because of ethnic clashes. I just felt dejected and came down to Calcutta, and from there I thought I would do a journey as important as to me. Why? Because mountains, they always fascinate me, so I thought I would go into the Himalayan ranges. So the best place was Nepal. The moment I saw Mount Everest, I was mesmerized by the beauty and the grandeur of Mount Everest, and that was the time when I decided that one fine day I would come and scale Mount Everest.
Duke made the trip back from Jerry, the closest motorable point to Mount Everest, in just 9 days. While in Jerry, Duke had had a chance encounter with 3 girls who were climbing up the hill to go to their school. This had deeply moved him. He went back to Nepal, to a place called Darchala, where he was deputed as the principal of a local school. The 3 months that he spent there, he not only got acclimatized to the conditions, but also got acquainted with the local culture.
Based on my endurance, I contacted Colonel Rana. To his credit, he has led 17 successful expeditions to Mount Everest, and he is the world record holder of paragliding from 8,469 meters to 5,000 meters. And there is none who has challenged him till now. And he is my leader, who asked me to report to him at Himachal Pradesh, a place known as Bir. I went to Bir, and he made me to trek 28 kilometers, that is 14 kilometers up and 14 kilometers down the hill, which I could do it in 8.5 hours. And from there, the next day he asked me to run 5 kilometers up and down the hill, which I could do it in 41 minutes. And he was spellbound, astonished with my performance, So immediately he asked me to report to Darjeeling. I undergone the basic training and a little of advanced training. And the principal, Major Samuel, he was impressed, and immediately he asked me to go to the glaciers for acclimatization. We traveled till Sikkim and from there to 15,720 feet above sea level. That is the Rathong Glaciers. The principal, the course coordinator, the instructors were so impressed. And on their appraisal, Colonel Rana sent me an order to prepare myself to gear up for the summit 2014.
This is a view from Duke's Terrace. The obstacle course that you see here has been conceived and fabricated by Duke himself, showing that the streak of innovation is still alive in him even at the age of 58. Each obstacle has a specific purpose. They have been made in such a way that they simulate the actual obstacles that Duke is bound to encounter during his climb of the Everest. He goes through this course every day. Duke wants to make sure that his body, when the time comes, is ready to face any kind of situation that may arise in front of him during his climb. By the end of 2013, Duke had approached Himalayas from 3 different sides. Clubbed with his intense fitness regimen, Duke is as prepared and focused as anybody could be for the epic climb. The only hurdle in his way is his need for a sponsor who can support him on his quest.
Can you see that? There lies my destination. And by my climbing, if I'm able to inspire the younger generation and even my generation, I'll be the most happiest person.